Life Practice community.
All right, so let's start our practice seated. And you can bring one hand on your navel and one hand on your chest. Can you turn your attention towards your breath? Feel your inhale moving in towards your belly and then in towards your heart. And then exhale, your belly empties, your chest empties. And then keep going like this. Let your breath become fuller and even and rhythmic. And let your breath bring you into the present moment. Knowing that if your mind wanders away from the present moment, it's okay. It will eventually come back. If you have an intention for this practice, go ahead. Whether it's just to, have an hour or just stretch out or to be present in your body, whatever works for you. And then we're going to start moving with our breath. So just take an inhale. You can sweep the arms up towards the sky. And then when you exhale, bring your palms into heart center. And do a few more. Breath in. And then breath out. One more breath in. And when you reach up, you're going to interlace your palms, push them up towards the sky, and then stretch over to the right. And then inhale, lift all the way up, and then stretch over to the left. Lift all the way up, release your grip, take a breath in. And then let's rotate towards the right, and you'll land your left palm on your right knee and land your right fingertips behind you and gaze over the right shoulder. And then come all the way back with your arms lifting up. And then rotate the other way, so over the left shoulder. And then lift all the way up. And then we're just going to come onto the hands and knees. Placing your palms down, landing on your knees, and then just tilting through the pelvis, lifting your heart. This is called cow pose. And then curling your spine, tucking the chin. This is cat. Just do a few more. Nice, we'll take one more. Then coming into neutral, we're gonna play around with our balance. So can you extend through your left leg and then extend through your right arm? And if this is too tricky with your balance, you can also put the right palm down. You don't have to have it lifted, it's just an option. So with our arm extended and our knee extended, on an inhale, you're gonna stay. And then when you exhale, tap your elbow in to meet your knee. And then we'll just do 3 more. Breath in and then breath out. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. 1 more, exhale. Extend everything. And then land your right palm, land your left knee. And we'll go the opposite way. So left arm extends, right arm extends. Breathe in, stay where you are. And then draw your elbow in to meet your knee. And then take 3 more, breath in. And then breath out. 2 more, inhale. And then exhale. 1 more, breath in. Nice, and then breath out. Good, and then you can just extend back again. Land your palm in your knee. Do 1 more cat-cow. And then come into neutral and let's tuck our toes and lift our hips up and back, coming into a down dog, and just let your head drop between your arms, letting the blood flow to the brain. Taking 1 more breath. And then bend through both knees, gaze forward. Step your feet up to meet your hands. Nice. Taking an inhalation to halfway lift. And then an exhale, fold. And then we'll press through the feet. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. And then take your palms through heart center. So we're just gonna do 3 half sun salutations. So inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, lower. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale your palms in heart center. 2 more, take an inhale, arms up. Take an exhale, fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Draw your palms into heart center. 1 more, breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in, lift all the way up. And then breath out. Okay, so we're gonna put our hands on our hips and start with your right foot exactly where it is. Step your left foot all the way back on the mat and let your left foot almost come parallel with the back edge of the mat, and then your right toes are pointing forward. So you're in a warrior 2. Nice, just check that your right knee is stacking above your right ankle, and we have this tendency to reach forward. See if you can come back a little bit so that your spine is straight up. And then just settle in to stillness as you are in this shape. Taking some deep breaths. And then we're going to do a little bit of movement with our breath. So on an inhale, just reverse your warrior. And then on an exhale, take your right elbow to meet your right thigh. And then inhale, reverse. Exhale, elbow to thigh. 2 more. Nice. One more. Good. Let's come all the way up. Lengthen through the right leg. Shorten the stance a tiny bit. And then we're going to reach forward with the right arm and then clock the right arm alongside the right leg. Nice. Lifting your left arm up. You got it. The goal in this pose, you don't need to necessarily reach the ground. So if you're up here, it's okay. What you want to have is like an expansion through your collarbone more than anything. Yeah, good. Really nice. And now I'm going to give you an option. I can't remember if I did this pose last week or not. It can be a little tricky. So you can either just stay on 2 feet in your triangle. That's a great option. Or you might shift weight onto your right foot and right fingertips and come into your Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon. And you can always support yourself by like holding onto a wall or leaning against the wall or holding onto some furniture. Yeah, good. Nice. Knowing that it's totally okay to fall. Let's stay there for 3. Good, for 2. And then 1. And then come all the way up to stand. Left foot alongside right foot. Take some deep breaths in and out. And we'll move through the exact same poses on the opposite side. So leave your left foot where it is. Step your right foot all the way back. Create that space. And it's like a long, low lunge. So if you need to wiggle your feet wider, that's okay. And then eventually you'll lift your arms up. Just take a moment to roll your shoulders up and then soften them. Gaze over the fingertips. And then we move with our breath, yeah? So take an inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, elbow to knee. Nice. Can you do 3 more? Breath in. And then breath out. Good. 2 more. Good. And then 1 more. Good. Lift all the way up. Lengthen through your left leg. Walk your right foot in a tiny bit. Reach your left arm over, and then clock your left arm alongside your left calf. Good. And then reach your right arm up. And so what you want to focus on is this expansion through your collarbone. Good. Nice. And then if you would like to stay on both feet here, stay. And then if you want to play with your balance, you're going to trust weight onto your left foot and lift your right leg up behind you. Nice. Taking deep breaths. Good. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. And then step your right foot up to meet your left. Hands at heart center. So that was a couple of open hip poses. And now we're just going to do a couple of closed hip poses. So we're going to leave the right foot where it is. Step the left foot all the way long. And this time you're going to just have your hands on your hips for a moment and feel that your hips are squared towards the front edge of your mat. So this is a warrior 1, and this is a good calf stretch actually. So it will be nice for my runners and walkers out there, which is both of you. Especially if you did a couch to 8K, your calves might be tight. So getting a good stretch for that. And then let's keep our hands on our hips for this next pose. So you're going to trust that your right foot is going to hold you. And then Lift to balance on your right foot and extend your left leg, and then lift through your heart. Taking deep breaths in and out. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. And then just bring your body to tilt up. Leave your right foot where it is. Lift your left leg up, and you're going to land your left foot either on the inside of the shin or on the ankle, or it might come all the way up onto the thigh, just not pushing the foot into the knee. And then place your palms at heart center. This is Vrikshasana. This is tree pose. Can you gaze at a drishti point, which is like a little notch in the wood or something that's not moving? So don't gaze at me because I'm wobbly. Take one more breath. And then land your left foot. Then we'll flow through that little sequence on the opposite side. So leave your left foot where it is. Step your right foot all the way back. You can bend through the left knee. And then just have your hands on your hips, pressing down through both feet. So the back foot is on a 45-degree angle. And then the left knee is running in line with the left toes. It's funny because I think sometimes when we slow down our poses, we think that they'll be easier, but sometimes they get even harder. We're holding them for a long time. Now from this posture, leave the hands on the hips and just trust that the left foot will hold you, and lengthen from the right heel all the way through the crown of the head. Good. One more breath. Lift all the way up to stand. Take your right foot. We're going to place it on the inside of the left leg, and then place the palms at heart center. And then just settle the gaze. Good. Take one more breath. Land your right foot back on the mat so both feet are planted. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky. And then just exhale, fold forward. Take an inhale, halfway lift. And then take an exhale to lower. We're going to do a few back bends. So first, we're just going to come all the way into a plank. Good. And then land your knees onto the mat. Slowly lower your elbows, going all the way back. So the first one we're going to come into is just a simple Sphinx pose. You're going to come onto your elbows and lift your heart. So a lot of us live our lives super hunched over, like we're on our laptops and we're on our computers and our phones. And so this kind of counters that daily posture. So as your chest opens, see if you can breathe into the heart. Good. Taking one more inhale. And then when you exhale, lower down. And we're just going to run the arms alongside the hips. And then this time when you inhale, it's going to be a bit more of an active back bend because you're going to lift your arms and lift your legs. And so you're really kind of using the strength of the core and the strength of the back to lift up. Nice. Good. Yeah, you got it. Nice. It's like this superhero pose. 3, 2. Good. And then 1 to slowly lower and just land a cheek. Now the third one we're going to interlace the palms behind the sacrum and then lift the heart all the way up. Good, you got it. And if you can't quite interlace the palms, that's okay. If your shoulders are tight, you can also just go back to that very same earlier variation we did. Good, yeah, you got it. Nice. Isn't this so fun? Just take 3, take 2, and then 1 lower and just land the opposite cheek. And you can even bend the knees and rock them from side to side. And then we're just going to flip over. So you can roll over like a pancake, land onto your back. And so the next back bend we're going to take is bridge pose. So pressing through the feet, pressing through the palms, lift the hips up, roll the shoulder blades under, interlace the palms, pinky side face down. Take deep inhales and exhales. And then after your next breath in, roll all the way down. Lift your right foot up. Cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Flex your right toes, so draw them back towards your right knee. Push your right palm into your right thigh. Now either stay here, or you might lift off and interlace the palms on the thigh or the shin. And so you're getting a nice deep stretch through the hip crease. So this is a hip flexor stretch. And especially if you are an active person and yoga is newish to you, this can be pretty challenging. Just remind yourself, like anything, yoga takes practice. So you'll build resilience and you'll build up strength for it over time. Release your left foot. Release your right foot. And then we'll go the opposite way. So the ankle is going to cross and you can push your left palm into your left thigh and then either stay here or lift off, interlacing the palms on the thigh or the shin. Just take one more inhale, one more exhale. And then we're gonna release the right foot and then just draw the left knee into the chest and lengthen the right leg long. And then from this pose with the knee into the chest, we're gonna draw the left knee over towards the right and open your left arm onto the mat. So it's like you're coming into a twist. And if this feels like a twinge in your back and it feels like too much, you can always bend that bottom knee. I'm yawning so much. I feel like I'm also not sleeping well after drinking my non-alcoholic beverages. Obviously, I'm never going to post any of this stuff on Facebook because I'm still trying to promote this to people in the UAE. But I know that this won't leave our little circle of sober cries yoga, and that you guys won't tell anyone that I have some complaints of my alcohol-free beverages. Take one more breath in the twist. And then come all the way up and then switch it up. So you're going to extend through your left leg and draw your right knee in. And then pull your right knee over towards the left and open your right arm and then gaze over the right shoulder. We'll stay there for another breath in, another breath out. And then just draw your knee all the way back. Let's place both feet onto the mat and drop the knees open. And then grip your palms up overhead. And then as you expand through the rib cage, just breathe into the rib cage. And then from this pose, we're going to extend out into our final resting pose. So stretch your legs long on the mat. Flip your palms to be face up. Take filling breaths in and out. And just notice how you feel right now compared to when you started the practice. Do you feel like physical space has been created? Has mental space been created? Maybe you're just more physically and mentally aware of all the sensations that you're experiencing. Just rest knowing that I'm going to bring you back from this when the time is up. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken highs and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly. Into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Just give your body a little wake up wiggle. Taking your knees into your chest, giving your body a nice little hug. Nice. Yeah. We don't give ourselves enough hugs, do we? You can make your way all the way up to seated. And just take your hands at the heart, thumbs connect to your heartbeat. And so we close with an intention. The intention is that our practice remain steady and our efforts remain continuous. And our yoga serves and benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe and be happy and be healthy and free. And may the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. So we're going to finish with an Om, and we're going to inhale and exhale and inhale through to make the Om. So taking a big breath in, big breath out, big breath in. Thank you so, so much for sharing this practice with me. May all beings be happy, be healthy, be free. Om Shanti Shanti Peace. Namaste.